Hi there, I'm Megan and I go by Solar Glow Meditations. Tonight we're going to have a distance Reiki session that will be guided by a spread of tarot cards that I've already picked out, as well as some crystals that I'll use to help guide the energy to match the cards. Let's see, before we get started, I do need your consent to work on your energy, so either out loud, in the comments, in your head, wherever you feel most comfortable, just consent to receive this energy healing. And if you guys do have requests for future videos, please let me know in the comments. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, it would help me greatly if you guys could subscribe. I would appreciate it. So, uh, I'm just gonna kind of give a brief overview of what the cards are showing me today and kind of what the session is going to guide us towards. So the end scenario of all of this is your need to set boundaries. It's kind of led to stagnation in your life in sort of weird places. And so we're going to work on moving this energy out and then getting to a place where you can move forward because you have those clear boundaries in place. So that's the long and the short of it. So I'll talk through what the cards are as we get through them and what the crystals are, and I'll also link those below in case you guys would like these. So the first crystal that I'm going to be using is this piece of amethyst, if I could speak today. It's very nice, loving, healing stone. And the first card that we're working with is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And this is the card that is really showing that you're feeling stuck, maybe bored, maybe stagnant. You feel like you're working with no reward. So we're just going to take this crystal and start to kind of shuffle through your energy and see if this is sitting in any specific chakra or if it is just is. As you start to settle down into this meditation, I want you to start taking deep breaths in and out through your nose, out your mouth. And start to get that energy flowing as best we can. It feels like you're really tired. So tired, in fact, that you're making me want to yawn. And it's okay if you want to yawn. And if you need to fall asleep for this session, that's perfect. And that's exactly what your body needs. Just allow it to happen. Know that you're still going to receive this healing, this energy work. Just notice what you're starting to feel, if you feel things, or however you perceive them. Just start to take notice. Good. We're gonna let that sit there for a moment. And I'm gonna pull out the next crystal to start working through your energy. So the next crystal I've pulled out is a piece of howlite. This is phenomenal for your crown chakra and pulling some energy into your body, into your aura. It always is a good one for kind of taking you up and out of your body too, if that's something you're interested in. And this card is the Three of Wands in reverse. So you are playing small, perhaps stuck in the past, more feelings of kind of stuckness. Maybe there was a lack of planning or foresight on your end, or some delays or something like that. So we're going to use this howlite to kind of take us up and out of ourselves a little bit and kind of look around the world. Look and see what's there. One of the things I like about these cards is they have quotes on them. And this one is, find your inspiration to take action. But we're in reverse for this quote. But I like it for this anyways. Because even with your lack of planning, you don't need to play small. You can still go do and catch up and be part of the world. Do what you need to do. Just let go of what has been to make room for what can be. And this playing it small, you don't have to do that. These boundaries that you might be working through, working towards, might be boundaries that you've created for yourself. You don't have to limit yourself. They say self-limiting beliefs are something you need to let go of. Just let go of them. Just say, I don't believe that anymore, and go do differently. So we are putting in this energy that there's a lot of it. Gosh, I love this crystal. It's so good. Feel your spirits being uplifted, and there's this like little ball of energy that's starting to form that wants you to go move forward and move beyond this. But we're going to do a little bit more work before we go release you out into the world. So the next card is the Devil in reverse. So this is all about releasing those limiting beliefs and exploring, detaching. Well, it says exploring dark thoughts, but you know what? You might need to, because that might be part of your limiting belief. What if you go do something? What is the worst that can happen if it's outside your comfort zone? You can tell somebody no. You can. Next stone I've pulled out for this is Skullsite. This is one of my newer stones. It's there. See if I can get it focused in the camera. It's really pretty. It's white. It has little pieces of quartz throughout it, and it's another really good one. This is going to be on the regular rotation for me. It is calming. It is anxiety reducing. And so when you're taking steps outside of your comfort zone to release those limiting beliefs and to go break those boundaries and to go do what you need to do, this is going to help you be okay. It's going to reduce the anxiety, reduce the calm. kind of bring back into perspective the world as you see it. It wants you to go take risks, but do so in a thoughtful way. I wouldn't go take your life savings and bet it all on black in Vegas. Don't do that. But I'm also saying that if that's a self-limiting belief you've had, you absolutely can do that. I'm not advocating for that though. It is. But maybe take $20 and put it on black and see what happens. Take little steps to kind of let go of those limiting beliefs. And know that if you lose $20, it's going to be okay. That $20 is going to come back to you. Maybe you find it on the sidewalk while you're walking around Vegas. It came back. Even if it wasn't in an unexpected way. Or maybe your friend borrowed $20 from you and you knew you were never going to get it back, but then all of a sudden they give you that $20. You got your $20 back. You need to detach yourself from the means in which the outcome is achieved. And I dare say, even detach yourself from the outcome. What's that saying? If you shoot for the moon and you miss, you'll still land among the stars. Or maybe it's vice versa. I'm not quite sure. Maybe if you shoot for the stars, you'll end up on the moon. Maybe that'd be cool too. One of the other favorite ones, another platitude, if you will, that my friend Zos used to say to me, will you care in 5 years? Will it matter in 5 years? Probably not. So go take those risks. Release your limiting beliefs. Stop putting yourself in a box. Let's see what the quote on here is. You are only limited by what you believe is possible. So true. My third eye is very active right now, and I can't decide if it's because you're well connected to your higher self right now, or releasing these self-limiting beliefs is giving you a headache. I'm not quite sure which it is. Might be it's both. Not quite. I don't know. We are going to let this settle while I grab the next stone and the next card. So the next card is blue Sodalite. Next stone. I think I said card. Blue Sodalite. This is a nice jagged piece, great for scraping things out. It's got this nice black blue, kind of blends into my background fairly well. Could be a star back there. Yes, blue Sodalite. This is a good one. The card we are working with is the Queen of Swords in the upright position. This is where we get to the point of creating clear boundaries, being clear-minded, having direct communication. That third eye thing, that is, I think, you connecting to your higher self, might be giving you a headache because you're going internally to figure out what your boundaries are, where that might not have been what you have done before. You might have been relying on external cues, validation, people, situations, whatever it may be, like feedback from the outside to decide what your boundaries are. You don't need to do that. Listen to yourself. You decide what your boundaries are. Accept those self-limiting beliefs. You've got to let go of those. If you want to go make $1 million, you can do that. Just believe it. But you also have to stop listening to the people that put you in a box. So, Sodalite is really great for your third eye. Going to work on connecting you to your higher self, to your spirit guides. So you know what you want. See what this card says. Your clear communication allows you to express what's best for everyone. Make sure you take deep breaths as we work through this. If this is something that you haven't done before in terms of being connected to your higher self, it might make you really, really tired. And especially if you kind of came into this session already a little bit tired, feel free to take a nap. Your guides might come to you through dreams or through your sleep. Or you might just wake up knowing what you need to do. Just allow that to happen. And if this is something that's new for you, it might cause you to go through a spiritual growth period where over the next days, weeks, you might need just a little bit more rest than usual, a little bit more calmness in your body, and that's perfectly okay. You just need to listen to that. Find some time to have some peace and quiet and meditate where you can. Your spirit guides, your higher self, they're smiling down on you. They want this for you. Good. We're going to move on to the last stone, which this one is such a good one. It is Golden Healer. It's this bright, well, it's a quartz of sorts, but it's quite yellow. At least I'm pretty sure it's a quartz. Don't quote me on that. But I love this one because it has this Golden Healer name in it. So the last card we're working with is the Hermit in reverse. And so your natural inclination is going to be isolation and loneliness. And if you're used to taking cues externally, it can feel very lonely to turn inwards and look at yourself for this guidance. Oh, I love this quote. I didn't even see this before. All the answers to life are within you. So instead of turning to isolation and loneliness and withdrawn energy, we're going to call this energy back to yourself in the form of a golden sun. So any energy that you've sent back out into the world, maybe you've given energy to your phone as you scroll through social media, maybe you've given a lot to work and just spent more time at work than you perhaps care to or should be. Maybe you've been paying too much attention to a friend when you should be walking your dog, or anything like that. Anything that calls your attention away from you, sending good vibes out into the air. You can call that back. So we're going to take the moment to call back all your energy to you. Anything that you've put your focus and attention on, just notice it as it starts to draw itself back to you. And we're going to form a big golden sun over the top of your head. So there's going to be like a little magnet inside that magnetizes all the energy that you've sent out into the universe. It's coming back to you, wherever it may have gone to. And it can go forward and backwards in time too. Maybe you're worried about your future. Maybe there's something that's stuck in your past. Call your energy back from that. So you're here in this moment right now. Just notice it as this golden sun starts to grow larger and larger with all of the energy that's coming back to you. It's expanding and it's so giant. I'm getting this like vacation. Maybe you're trying to plan a vacation. Something about a vacation. That's coming back to you too. It takes a lot of energy to plan and execute on those things. Good. As that energy has all come back to you, I'm going to take this golden sun and just notice it coming down on the top of your head. It's going to start to cover the entirety of your body, and it's going to work its way through all the little nooks and crannies inside. It's going to be like this sweet, sticky honey substance that's just clinging to you and trickling down your body, covering every last inch and cell and atom, and it's going everywhere, and it's going to flow down the entirety of your body, down your shoulders and your back, down your chest and your arms, down your torso and your hips, down your legs and two in between your toes and your feet, behind your knees. It's going to cover all of you and just be absorbed into your skin. It's going to fill you back up with all this energy that's been missing. You don't need to feel lonely. You don't need to be isolated. You are enough for yourself. And that's okay. But don't stop talking to people either. I want you to call back your energy so that you have enough of you to go out into the universe and send that energy out again if you so desire, so you can call it right back. I want you to be whole and be all of you, so you can show up for yourself. There's this very like powerful transformation happening inside of your body, and the energy that we started with felt very stuck and stagnant, and this energy feels very steady and strong and courageous. think we're going to end the session here tonight. If you need to fall asleep, you absolutely should take a nap and honor your body however it needs to be honored. With that, I want to thank you for being with me through the session tonight. Make sure you take care of yourself. I'll just keep saying that over and over again. But with that, I hope you have an excellent rest of your day and excellent sleep if that's where you fall into. And with that,